What is happening, people? My name is Rick Carter and welcome to my brand new vlog series. Some of you do know I did do a vlog series a couple of years ago on a totally different YouTube channel, but this is a new start. I've come a long way, man, so let me break this down to you. I was born in a Louis Margaret in Aldershot town. If you ain't been to Aldershot, mate, you're in for a rude awakening.
Do you like violence, poverty and an impending sense of doom? Well, consider moving to Aldershot.
Aldershot is voted one of the worst places to live in England. So if you are lucky enough to make it into the town, ducking all the dinosaur Nepalese shits, and do make it into your local Wetherspoons, be careful because you could take a left-hander off a squaddy,
You f***ing taking a piss!
a right-hander off a gypsy, or walk out the front and get stood up at knife point by a crackhead. Welcome to Aldershot.
Give me a phone! What? Give me a phone now!
Yeah, man, take it!
What the f is that?
Growing up, I was the youngest of two brothers. It was me, my brother Chrissy boy, my mum, my dad. My dad was an antiques dealer, but we'll get to that in a minute. I started renting a small little shop in a place called Rumfold Tongham, and then eventually my dad managed to hustle his way into getting this. So back in the day, this was just a rundown hot barn for making beer. We used to live inside the middle of it and had no roof, fuck all. But I was too young to understand that my mum was dying of cancer. So when I was 15, sadly, my mum passed away, man. I had to stay strong. So it wasn't long after that, my dad decided to say, fuck it. He packed up everything, found a new bird, and moved off to Spain and left us behind. He stayed with my nan, my mum's mum. She looked after us and adopted us. Everything was sweet. I took a bit of time off school after my mum died, about 6 weeks, and then my best mate ended up getting stabbed and nearly died in my arms, man. So do you know what? After that, fuck school. I was gone. I decided to move out to Spain with my dad. But what I didn't know is probably going to be the worst decision I ever made.
It was either go back to London and wank me life away playing Donkey Kong in the local kebab house, or sign up to a life of crime, women and drugs.
What else was I gonna fucking do? So me and a couple of my old mates, we packed up everything, jumped in my Citroen Silver Saxo and we fucked right off to the east coast Costa Blanca de Spain. We started doing what we could to make money, and the only thing at the time legitimate was painting villas. But when the winter starts, there's nowhere to make money, so English start one by one trickling back. It was at this very moment that my life would change forever. So cut a long story short, a couple of years of bad decisions later, I found myself banged up in the most notorious Spanish jail in Europe, Fontcolin Penitentiary. We get to that later in the series. So after my release from Fontcolin, I've got to say that humbled me, mate. Fuck that, I ain't about that life, I ain't afraid to tell you. As soon as I got my passport back, mate, I was like Uncle Elroy, man. As soon as I got my passport back, I was gone! But that did come with its downsides. I mean, nothing major. I was only banned from leaving the country for the last 10 years. The whole of Spain and islands surrounding Spain. Who wants to go to Spain anyway? So my dad did decide to stay in Spain and pursue his dreams of being the biggest drug cocaine baron in all of Europe. And I went back to England to pursue my dreams of being a rapper. I guess some of us achieved our dreams quicker than others, eh?
So me old mucker, it's your first McDonald's in 12 years.
Longer than that.
But sadly, the geezer is still doing a life sentence, man. He's out working, but he's officially released June this year. So stay tuned for that. So far back as I can remember, man, I've always wanted to be a rapper. I've MC'd in London, Greece, Spain. Even had a couple of tracks of the week on BBC introducing, man. And at the time, that was massive for me.
We also like to skip through the genres as well. So going over now to Aldershot, and the beats on this one drove me crazy the first time I heard it. I really love it. It's by Lyric, and the track is Trippin'. This is Lyric and his new track, debut airplay for it, Lyric and No Turning Back.
I always loved directing and editing all my own videos, man. So, do you know what? I decided to take a little branch off into the editing world. And this is where I really started finding my feet and earning some good money, boy. A couple of years ago, me and my pal Christian Morgan, we started KRN TV, Kit and Rick News TV.
Every bad publicity or every time somebody goes on YouTube and types a bad comment about me, it goes into my children's bank account.
Golf course, football club, huge portfolio of commercial and residential properties.
You know, our two main companies is
Some of you might know the channel, if not, here it is, go and subscribe to it. Then one day out of the blue I met an interesting character to say the least, George Hillard. Now some of you might know him because he used to be a Barry Earn protege for Matchroom Boxing about 10 years ago. So at the heart of the Mickey Theo and John Fury beef, I was in the Taste of Cyprus and I met Heavy D.
I am now officially sponsored by a Taste of Cyprus.
Now if anybody knows Heavy D or remembers him, he was on Big Brother, Storage Wars. Arsenal Fan TV.
Big boom in there, big boom in there. Amazing performance.
I've got a new editor, new producer called Rick Carter. Really, he's the bollocks, mate. Absolutely amazing.
Sadly, a year ago he passed, so R.I.P. Heavy D, man. It weren't long after Heavy D's death that my nan passed away, and that was a sad time, man. But you know what? It was a pivotal turning point in my life, man. It was either go all out or fucking cry about it for the rest of your life. So that day I put out my first vlog number 1. And people thought I was mental, mate. You know, people thought I was generally crazy. But you know who saw them vlogs? The only person who needed to see them. Dapper Laughs.
Summertime, and I'm getting in the mad mood. Tight tops with a little bit of side movement. It's so sexy, I just wanna feel that. Skip the beer, let's move to tequila.
And you know what? Off the back of them vlogs, Dapper Laughs hired me for his last beer franchise.
Jazz has got a bare knuckle. He's got a bare knuckle boxing fight. I love that. Yeah!
And the motherfucking golfing geezer.
13!
And that's pretty much where we're at today, people. Now, Legolas has been and broken his leg. It gives us a little bit of a resting period. So now I can bring to you the content that I've been wanting to for the last 2 years. So this channel is for you, the motherfucking fans. You're gonna see behind the scenes of the Golden Geezer. You're gonna see my vlog, the highs, the lows, the negative, the positives. You're gonna see Chaz a real talk.
Chaz, just tell the people why you've hired me, mate.
Cheap and fucking cheerful.
Char the governor.
This entire spot, fucking with have-nots. You babies are smash cots. I reach for the gap that's in the stash. What?
You're gonna see fucking everybody. And you can't miss our weekly podcast, me and the beautiful Miliana Silvestri, going deep on all topics from sex to psychedelics. So those who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Drop a like, drop a comment, share this about, man, and let me see you on the other side. Rick Carter Vlogs.